That's why I like you.
Oh, interesting. That's so kind of
like,
you.
where are you going?
You're in charge, dude.
Okay. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good partnership.
What the hell was that?
I think you should leave.
There's a lot of ASMR in this.
I think you should leave kids
already,
alone.
I think.
At home.
Hey, don't block my light.
Leave kid.
Hey. Well, then let's switch places.
No, I like
You're
it
a
in the
small
corner.
person. I'm a large person.
Yeah, I mean,
This is a bad idea.
camera-
I mean, the light. The thing is, we're going. That's where we're coming from.
yeah, that's right. That's your number one.
Hey, don't block my light.
Floor is yours.
Hey, Luke, catch. Should we wait till we're?
Yeah, go. Come on.
Oh.
Oh no, you gotta throw it like
got
a
I
frisbee.
know. I was trying to.
You really gotta throw it like a
Okay.
frisbee.
We're gonna yes.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, that was really close.
That was a tooth chipper.
One more.
You tried the frisbee technique.
It was good, but if you could do frisbee,
No.
That was a good
That
throw,
was
though.
distance-wise.
well, are you gonna? No, you're not gonna try. I just caught him. That's all.
I might just do that. I might.
Still snacking. Hi, welcome back to the Comedy Store Doorcast. I
yeah?
am your host, Luke Schwartz. Today I have some door guys on. Alex will be a little later. Across from not him is Bruce Gray.
Hey, everybody! Thank you for having me back on the.
And
Doorcast.
then next to him is Jessie Jetski Jeffrey Johnson.
Hey everybody, thanks for letting Bruce back
Jeffrey
on.
Burner Johnson. As always, if you come this Wednesday, I'm on the Up Next this Wednesday.
I'm on the up next too.
And Bruce is not good.
I was on last Wednesday. Didn't know I was on it because I wasn't included in the email. Only found out the night before when Hormos tagged me in a post.
No, it is good to work here. I agree. We had the Super Bowl party. Oh, thanks to everyone who tips at the door. I didn't get any texts this week, so whatever. And Mike Z and Shannon and Big Bad Brad, of course, always listening, and Gino dropping love into the bucket. And that's good. Gino from Speedweed. And
Potluck every Monday.
Potluck every Monday is actually a really good show, and if you say you listen to the Doorcast, I'll let you in for free. Yeah.
That's what's up. Dude, but let's get right into the thick of things. Yesterday was fucking
Super
busting.
Bowl.
When did-
Super Bowl.
When did Bruce get here?
When did I get here?
Yeah.
My Uber was my Uber driver was stupid and was taking forever, and so I got here about 12:15. Morgan had got here at 12. Me, Morgan, and Ryan all got here early. Morgan hopped right on the grill.
Manager Ryan?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
unlocked everything. We started prepping. Morgan hopped right on the grill, dude. I was inside, just setting out all the chafing dishes, making sure all the food was going, making sure all the beer was getting put on ice.
Morgan was there all day.
Yeah, I left. I left to go to a show that I thought was going to be good.
Oh, that's right.
The show ended up that I left the party
Like a
that I
midday
helped.
show?
No, at like 9:30 at the Virgin last night. It was supposed to be. I left the party that I was part of, probably 3 people to help really put together, because I was like, oh, this is like a cool show, like a lot of cool hip comedians. And I got there, and the show was so bad, and it took so long for me to get up that I just left.
You didn't
and went
go?
home. No, because there was a lot of cool comedians going on stage and being like too cool to actually do any kind of like actual comedy. Like they were just insulting the full room of people for not they were
Insulting. People go to the insulting too quickly.
they were hoodie
And I'm excited for Anthony to host today.
hoodie comedians from New York that every one of their jokes they had to mention 10 references that nobody understood about street corners, and nobody had any idea of anything that was going on. And I was losing my mind slowly until I decided to leave the show altogether. But Super Bowl party, absolutely bussin'.
Yeah.
Was very well contained. Everybody did a good job of not telling everybody there was a Super Bowl party.
Hey, that pretty much leads me into my story, though.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the night, I was really drunk, and this guy, I had a great time.
Yeah, Jesse smoked weed.
Yeah.
I smoked weed with Luke.
You had at least 2 hits.
I had 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wild animal. Yeah, party animal.
Well, this guy came up to me, and he's like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And I'd never seen this guy before. I'd been seeing him the whole party. And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "What's your name?" And I said, "I'm Jesse." And then he goes, "I heard you're a stand-up." I'm getting into that myself.
Yeah, good.
Was it the guy in the Celtics jersey?
I think it's the green one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
All
no
black
idea who
dude.
that goes.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Well, let me tell
He
you.
looked friendly as hell.
He was
He
very
was
friendly.
so friendly. He's starting stand-up.
Great.
Heard of it.
So he's like, "How do you get into this place?" And then I go,
You're in the most
I go, who invited you to the party?
Who did he say invited him?
And he goes, I forget his name. And I go, that's the guy you should be getting to know right now. The person
It was
who
probably the
invited
fucking manager from the Ondas who invited a bunch of fucking random ass people.
There were some random Ondas people, but he's supposed to hook it up at some point, right?
Yeah, the only people he hooks up anything is with the fucking servers. They get fucking hotel rooms over there all the time, and we get fucking jack shit.
I felt really bad.
But also, we don't do any favors.
I don't want to do it.
We don't do any kind of extracurriculars with him, though. So I think
Yeah.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah. But there was one person there.
Who?
That guy.
Oh, that guy. Oh, there was the only turd.
There was another guy there that.
He was really nice, but who was
That
the
guy was
other
nice.
guy?
There was another guy.
There was
that we all
about
don't.
7-8 turds that got invited, and none of them got invited by Door Guys. They all got invited by the fucking dipshit from the Ondas next door. And
Hey, he holds our slumber party, so don't be too mean.
yeah, Oh, the summer party, the
Summer
huge.
party rocked too.
The summer party did rock, but it's like also, dude, I'll tear the Ondas up with or without his fucking permission. You know what I'm saying?
You're on a mission today.
I'll go fucking cannonball, no problem.
Their sliders are dry every time.
Their
Yeah, the
sliders
food was
were-
ass, dude. The food at the summer party sucked dick.
And he's a nice guy, but whatever.
Dude,
yeah.
the best thing from the summer party
funny.
was a picture because we weren't supposed to be doing this, but we were all in the cabanas up there smoking weed, and just right at the pool. There's a ton of people at the pool. We're just all smoking.
That's
weed.
right. We had 3 of them, 4 of them.
But
it was
we were
cool.
It was
great.
It was.
Thank you.
I had a
Appreciate
great
it.
time. But we were smoking out of a chillum, a little glass chillum that if you are just looking at real quick, does definitely look like a crack pipe. And there was a picture of let's say a higher up from the Comedy Store that somebody had just taken a selfie, and they were in the back of the picture smoking, and it truly looked like they were smoking crack in the picture. Dude. It was so.
It was awesome.
But the party was bussin'.
The best Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh,
Well,
my-
first it was
great.
how much food was there?
Oh,
I mean,
man.
Morgan
Well,
made ribs.
Leftovers
Morgan made.
here.
Yeah.
We had 7 racks of ribs. We had about. We bought like 50 burgers. I think we only ended up having to make like 30. Ton of hot dogs. We ordered 200 wings. People brought so much stuff. I mean, there was.
Everything got eaten.
Yeah, I didn't get no ribs. I got there at
Ribs were
3:40 and they
so
were all
good.
gone.
I
all
took my
7.
little 3 and I had a.
I
great
crushed
time.
2 before the party, and I was
Good.
like, everyone else go nuts.
Yeah, good.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, it was all the entire section over there, up and down, up and back was all full. I mean, there was a full lasagna. There
2
was
lasagnas, right?
a full thing of fucking meatballs. There was
Shout out
so
to
much food.
Faji's, AJ Faji's beef stew was so
Oh, he did
good.
make the oflafa or some kind of Nigerian beef stew that he.
I would definitely want to get that kind of right.
What? I'm just saying.
I know it's. I didn't have any of the.
It was
like
really
the
good.
mushier dishes.
A lot of people missed it.
Lockwood brought a nice Caesar salad that was like classic American Caesar with the cheese and the
I didn't see
big
that.
bread croutons and that. Yeah, you got there late. Yeah, you got there
I
after.
got there at 3:40.
There was an
That's after the game has started.
unimaginable
10 minutes.
amount of food.
Yeah, we were like.
Yeah, I was there at fucking we
he's-
were there early.
he was there at noon.
I
Morgan
wanted
went
to be
hard
there.
though. Morgan went super hard on the grilling. He fucking crushed it. There was so much
Best
food.
lawyer you can have.
And
lot of
then
beer.
I think you guys were gone, but we did. You know, Matt does his like after parties in the video bar.
Yes.
Well, the video bar's closed, so we were just dancing in the dark, pitch black main room, smoking joints in there.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
I mean, it might have been crack. It was really dark.
It might have been crack. Yeah. No, I'm. What made me so mad about that show that I left to go do is that I left what was obviously a very good time and was obvious like a few of our plan coming to complete fruition, going off without a fucking hitch. Everybody had a great time.
It was a well organized
Who made
event.
it?
It was.
And
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
You sneaky.
I did.
Ryan was God, I lost my train of thought because you said you did the vape thing. Sorry.
I can't focus
it's
on
very-
anything else right now.
Complete.
It looks like a ghost is being.
Oh, Ryan said we should start at like a catering company.
Oh, because it all went
And
so
I was
well?
like, yeah, if anyone wants a really shitty event
Yeah.
as cheap as possible,
Yeah.
call us. It won't be great.
So you're saying
but
that
it'll
that
get
after
done.
I left, people started dishing out business ideas?
No, this was like during the whole setup. He's like, we're crushing this.
It really did work out really
He
well.
didn't bring any juice, though. I didn't bring any juice. We both text each other about, oh, yeah, not the movie.
Jews?
Juice.
Oh, I was like, wow,
Fruit juice.
Oh,
We always like. I have a mango passion fruit from Trader Joe's that I don't know if they're even carrying. Like right now, they might.
I thought you were both like, yeah, we texted each other and agreed to not bring any Jews. And
He took a picture of some mango nectar. I was like, hell yeah, bro, that's that shit.
No, it really. I'm so happy that it worked out well. I am mad that I left to go do this show that I ended up leaving without going up, and while people were having a great time here.
Oh, it was a great time.
Yeah, I'm psyched. Richie, at one point, Richie did get on stage to thank everybody and say the party planners and say how well organized and good the party was.
That's cool.
And he even called it the first annual. And he was
wow.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was met with
It's
overwhelming boos from the
Because he said, then he said, and also you have to clean up all the trash.
Yeah.
And then we all booed him off the stage.
It was
Everyone got booed up there.
yeah.
You got booed a
lot of
lot.
boos.
I was cheering for Bruce, but I was the only one. It was fun. Yeah.
It was the funniest thing. One of the hardest I've laughed in a very long time.
Every time Renee got up to all his little squares,
yeah.
we did like allegedly, or like as a random thing, and then people got a thing. But he was calling numbers for.
Yeah, Kelly's sister. I signed her up for the squares and I paid for it. She paid me back yesterday afternoon before the thing. She won fucking $500.
Yeah.
God damn it. But the fun, dude. One of the hardest I've laughed in a very long time is everybody. It was very fun because it was packed and everybody was very vocal toward their opinion towards whatever was going on.
We booed and cheered commercials.
Booed and cheered, yeah.
I Fast and the Furious. Me and like a few others really liked that commercial. It's like
the planters thing.
The Jesus one.
Oh sure.
Oh, the Jesus one got the big boo.
Oh yeah.
No, we
Boo.
were cheering.
I did a big boo for the Jesus.
it was-
one.
My
The
section
War on
was
Christmas
cheering.
starts today. Every day is the War on Christmas.
But
We were like, yeah, we love Jesus.
yeah,
There's a Scientology one that was really jarring.
yeah. I kept going around to people at the party, and I'd be like, "You see that Scientology commercials?" And they were like, "Yeah, crazy." I was like,
You want-
Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, it's really making a lot of sense."
We should check it out.
Yeah.
It was a cool moment when Frank was on the screen.
I did love
and he
that.
was in the audience.
Frank was
too.
roasting, and at the
It was
comedy
fun
show.
that
That was
Jeff
a really
Ross,
good
roasting
moment.
Mr. Peanut.
Jeff Ross got booed on the thing, and then Frank came on. Everybody was like, "Yeah."
Hey, Frank.
Frank,
boo.
Frank,
Yeah.
Frank.
The funniest
Cheering for Frank's
one
name. That was good.
that made me laugh
He was
so hard
good for the boy.
was during the national anthem, whenever it like hit the crescendo and was like going to like the end where it's like "and the land of the free," and everybody's like, yeah, and then they do the flyover and it just shows all the jets and everybody's going crazy for the jets, and then the graphic
Yes,
comes on.
it is.
It says first all female
female.
flyover, and everybody's like,
Like,
boo!
no, fuck that. We cheered. I thought it was so funny that they were pandering. I was
But
cheering.
no, that's why it was so funny.
It's
when
so
it,
funny. Like they could kill people.
the immediate,
Yes.
the immediate cheers to booze on that
course.
made me laugh so hard.
A lot of firsts in that game.
That's the one that made me cheer. I wasn't cheering before, but then said all lady. It was like, yeah, doing it. The
Yeah, you're
girls
like
are
that.
doing it for themselves.
And then a certain general manager goes, "Yeah, you can tell us chicks, look how slow they're flying."
This is a bad person. Just a bad guy.
Oh, I know a story too. Daniel was so drunk. We were all so drunk, but Daniel walked home from the bar, and
Bar? You guys went to a bar?
I think so.
Jesus.
But he wandered into a 7-Eleven to get some water because he was so thirsty from walking. Who does he see? Don Barris.
Don Bear showed his ass on stage too. Were you guys there for that? Don Bear showed his butt on stage.
Daniel
A while
asked.
ago, right? Or
No,
not?
at the party yesterday.
When Don Barris was there?
He showed
Yeah,
up
at the very
literally at the
end.
very end of the game, and then got on stage and started dancing. And
I was
everybody
there
was
after
yelling.
the game. I didn't see him at all.
It was pretty late.
Might have popped
We
out.
were in the picture.
Yeah,
picture's
it
great.
was close after the picture. I think.
Okay.
Well, Daniel asked Don for a ride home, and Don was like, "Yeah, I got somewhere to be." It's like 2 a.m.
Wow.
That's so
Big time to.
What bars you guys go to?
I think we went to Jones, but
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
not a close walk from Jones to.
Chris
across
gave me a
the
ride
river.
home.
Nice.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
it was nice.
The guy in the
That's like
Celtics
a-
I don't know
jersey.
how Luke got.
Fifi took me home.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That was a ride.
I didn't know who that guy in the Celtics jersey was, but he was very friendly, and he was very happy to help set A back up
Oh,
after
that's so.
because whenever I was
Don't
leaving,
hey, if you're listening, don't expect anything. But you're on the right path.
yeah, I mean,
Who,
But
who knows?
How do you not know who invited you?
He's lying to you.
Why
probably
would you
either
tell
Just
me?
crashing a party.
He either just wandered in here or
How would he know about it?
he got invited by the retard from Ondas.
Why do you hate him so much?
Because why are you inviting a bunch of people to a party that has nothing to do with you and invite?
Because there's room in the main room. And
No, I watched this guy bring.
we had food left over. It's okay.
I saw this guy invite a bunch of random people in there, and
was
literally
random people?
him on the phone and in person be like, "Oh, there's a ton of food, ton of booze, beers. Come down, do whatever." And it's like, "Hey, fuckhead." Everybody that
that's a
here
little-
contributed to that. Everybody brought their own thing. People made this shit. This isn't your fucking thing. He's literally, I saw him on the phone bringing people in, telling them, "Oh, go crazy. There's so much food." Yeah. And it's like, yeah, there is so much food, but fuck you. This has nothing to do with you. You know where there's so much food? Go get some fucking dry sliders and bring them over here, asshole. What I would have said. I'm correct.
I like this show. I don't care what anyone tweets.
This is the Super Bowl party recap.
no one's been that mean.
This is a great follow-up to the Marin episode.
Thanks. I think it's okay.
I thought it
We're
was.
gonna have
I
Alex
listened
in
to
here
it.
any minute
I thought
now.
it was a great podcast.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
I like that you hit him with a "You're good" at the. We're good. Are we good at the end? That
Yeah.
was nice.
Wish I had gotten it clean, but
I heard it was a
thought it
great
was great.
podcast too.
oh, you heard it was.
Yeah, just
oh,
now from
thank you
Bruce.
so much.
No, it was.
That's
It
so
was.
sincere of you.
I just now heard it.
It
from
was
Chris.
very interesting. I thought it was good. I thought you pressed him the right amount.
It's all the old stories, and I wanted to do an easy, whatever, fun listen, good.
It was great, but it was like you also. It's one of those things where you kind of know what buttons to press a little bit of like.
It's just a timeline. I just want to say, like, hey, what happened?
Yeah,
huh?
basically, yeah. It was great. He was into it. He seemed like he was in a good mood.
Yeah.
He seemed like he's been in a great mood lately.
He's a professional. Like when he's
Oh,
on
yeah.
stage and when he's on a podcast, he is delivering good product.
Yeah.
He's never like not like he.
You guys, I did like there was moments here and there where it just his natural. Both of you guys a little bit. Both of your little natural testiness, where you guys like to the naked ear, I guess, would sound like you guys are in an argument, but like you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or you guys, but it's just that's what it is.
We're both chippy, but he's been cigar mark a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a great picture on the.
I even
comedy store
I
for
commented and
his
said hashtag
big,
cigar
yeah.
mark.
Uh,
Oh, dude, great moment from the party yesterday too.
yes.
Liz Vig and Jess are in a booth together. Sitting there, I'm talking to them, and Liz is like, "This is so fun," and she goes, "Honestly, she's like, I'm just so excited to see Rihanna." And then Jess goes, "Rihanna's coming?" Like she legit was like, "Whoa, Rihanna's gonna come to the Comedy Store Super Bowl party?"
Oh my god, she has been here before.
Oh, I know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's like it seemed in the
Yeah.
realm of possibility. It was so fucking fun.
That halftime show kicked some ass.
It was
I
awesome.
You know, people
fan.
were
I
were
was-
talking shit about it.
Who?
Like people on the internet. Me and
Yeah,
me and
of
my
course.
friends were
Of
calling.
course that some
I think
people are
Trump
gonna like
did.
it.
Me and
some
my
people
friends
are
were
not
calling
gonna
it satanic on Facebook.
Yeah.
People were.
It was cool. Like no features was really cool. I thought that
I won
was the best
$20
way.
on that from old Matt Lockwood.
Oh.
I said there was going to be nobody coming out because this is her reintroduction to live performance.
Introduction.
Reintroduction. She came out. I also think that if you're like watching it, like let's say you and your friend are just watching it on TV at home.
Let me
like,
see if I can picture that scenario.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine this. You and a buddy of yours. You and Marin are both watching the
Me
Super
and
Bowl
Marin watching
the Super Bowl halftime show.
Got it.
He's
Wait,
smoking.
wait,
Whoa,
wait.
Alex, hey dude.
How big is the TV?
How big is the TV?
Is
But-
it as big as this one?
No, it's smaller. But like,
Smaller than this
if you're
one.
watching it on TV, you could be
second,
like,
no.
oh yeah, whatever. Like, this is fun. This is cool. But we were also watching it on a huge projector with all of the lights off and like a booming sound system, and people were like dancing. Like, we had a great way to watch it to like really enjoy the entire thing.
Yeah, that's true. And people were into it. People.
It was so good.
Yeah, I also feel like, what more do you want?
It was so good.
Alex Young is here, everybody.
Hey.
Dude, during the commercial, when Fast and Furious came on, I lost my fucking
Yeah,
mind.
I had a good time
I
cheering
lost
for that one.
my
Yeah,
mind.
Yeah, that's right. You were down in the front. Yeah, family. No, I tried to start a chant family. I think it was just you and me, like across the room.
Because we're the only
Family.
There was a couple fun chants.
Yeah, there was some fun chanting.
People hit a "fuck God" chant.
That's
after-
good for the
Oh
podcast,
yeah,
right?
fuck those Jesus ads.
I'll just
You
go.
loser spending millions of dollars on he gets us. Oh, there's that meme like, oh, we're the Klan. We need civil rights. He gets us. Oh, so there's good people on both sides. Is that what you're saying? Jesus would say, is Jesus Trump?
Speaking of Fast and Furious,
No.
you got over
Why?
here in a hurry.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's like a whole row of like dead bodies all along La Cienega from my
A
driving.
bunch of sideswiped cars.
Sideswiped cars.
Alex just makes the jokes Richie would make about him.
Sorry, this is who I am now. Every time he sees me, he's like, right when I walked in, he was like, hey, you bring the little tiny egg rolls? And I was like, no.
Oh my God.
I was like, who else would bring those? He's like, yeah, Guam.
He's like, no, it's
Is
Zach.
that the other
I
guy?
think
Yeah.
Zach brought
Yeah,
him.
the other Asian.
Somebody ordered them. We've just been recapping the Super Bowl party.
Oh, Super Bowl
How
party
busted it
was.
was.
It was
We were
nice.
up to the halftime show and Rihanna.
Halftime show was great. Rihanna with the
Who was dancing? Letterman and her boyfriend?
everybody.
Was her boyfriend dancing? Or not?
There was a big group of people dancing down the front, and then all of us were in the booths and shit, fucking standing.
Oh, yeah, you guys were all standing up. I had
was
to
fun.
move seats.
Yeah.
I was enjoying it, but I didn't want to get up and dance.
It was rocking. We should have moved all
Yeah.
the chairs out of there and started a fucking mosh pit.
See, all the door guys had like bottle service vibes. We were on the booths, just like and all the servers were just down there, just you know.
They were No,
They were rocking it.
People were dancing and jumping up, and I don't know. It was great. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
I think Kanye, no joke, designed all the outfits for the Super Bowl halftime. Those are all his jackets.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. That
Yeah.
was very much a Kanye-inspired looking.
If you look at all the jackets Gap made with Yeezy, designed by Balenciaga or whatever, those are all those jackets, all the outfits.
So
So,
she did have features.
absolutely.
Okay,
We were all
So
laughing.
maybe you owe Matt 20.
As soon as the
start that right.
as soon as all the lights came on, everybody was like, Kanye,
Yeah.
Kanye,
Bring them out, you
Dude,
cowards.
we were. I was just, all I thought about it.
Yeah,
a
she
bunch
did
of
none
days
of them, so it was.
is
it
how
was the
funny it would
call.
be if she brought out Kanye on that. That would be so fucking funny.
This country
People
would like
be
melt.
So fucking mad.
This country would have melted.
It would have been a new a big news cycle.
Yeah, we would have been verklempt.
I thought the show was fucking great. I also love Rihanna. She fucking rips.
Yeah, she came here before just as beautiful. Like when she stepped out of that new
She did it all
Hummer.
pregnant and cool.
Yeah.
She didn't lose a step and did the whole
she
thing. It was badass.
Whenever she came here, she was also floating around on one of those platforms.
Whoa, that's
she was
cool.
up in the painter room.
Silver server.
Yeah, like this.
Dude, hell yeah.
And her little marshmallow men were right behind her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do that at potluck tonight. I'm gonna try to go out after this to Lowe's and build a platform so people. But I need everybody on the side with like a pulley.
A winch. We'll get you. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
It's like Joe, the manager,
Tie off.
Guam.
Yeah,
Let's see who
yeah,
else.
Tie off the. All I know how to do are the drapes, the curtains in the main room. I can't really do a.
Yeah, we can tie you up
Those
to one
are-
of those.
Yeah.
There's a knot in one of them that I cannot get undone, and it does not go all the way down to the table, and it really bugs me, and I can't get it.
I've
Maybe
sat there for hours.
early one day.
Sometimes. Collectively.
for hours.
Collectively.
Dude, yesterday was so fun. So fun. Everything went off without a hitch. First annual.
Yeah,
Well, not everything.
Oh.
What's what?
Yeah, I didn't like Anthony's meatballs that much either.
Whoa.
I didn't get into the meatballs. I was just full.
I don't know if we should bring this up, but somebody left the espresso machine on.
Somebody did
Oh,
leave the fucking
that's
espresso
right.
machine
That's a
on
bad-
all night.
What do we gotta do for you? Do we have to do everything for
should have
you?
seen- I was pretty fired up when I came in here. I was like,
he got hot as the machine.
I went and I just saw it was on, and I was like the first one that walked over to it. And
He
I
goes,
was
it's
like,
gonna start a fire,
It
guys.
is going to start a fire. You want to burn down the whole building? Then where are you going to work?
When Bruce opens with
That's
guys,
all. That's,
Honestly,
that's all I care
it's a
about.
good. I'm mad too, but I like how mad you are.
That's all I care about.
I like that you're mad about this, like the way I would.
the comedy store is burning down, and I'm watching it burn down. I'm like, great. Now where am I going to work?
did
Goddamn
That's
servers.
the only thing.
you see Bruce button up his pearl buttons? That's how
Oh,
mad he
dude, I'm
got.
fucking son of a bitches. That's the annoying thing too, is that I know it was the fucking servers being sloppy,
because they were making espresso martinis.
which I had one and it was very good, and
It
I
was really
appreciate
good.
that. But it's like, just turn it off. Just be fucking not a complete mess. Every party, you're like, oh yeah, we're like,
I know, right?
wow. Like, we're all going down after this. That guy's so
What is this
cool.
machine even? This is the tiniest refrigerator I've ever seen. And no, it's an espresso machine.
Yeah, they fucking suck. Servers suck.
I like them.
Dude, imagine
They're gonna have to replace it. They're gonna have to
imagine
replace
there's
it.
a comedy store server cast. Oh, imagine that. Whoa.
An hour of
I like to see it. Yeah.
Wow, I was like, okay, so the other day.
We don't have to go into
The
that.
other day, I was. My tables were like all so mad at me
Right.
because I was in the back
Oh,
smoking
I
crystal
know.
meth. and, like,
Yeah.
I didn't get. They're always like, I didn't get
You-
any tips
They're
tonight.
not
And it's like,
always like
no
that.
shit, you didn't get any tips because you fucking weren't in there for 5 hours.
You snorted all my fentanyl.
They're always like, yeah, no, they're always like complaining about tips. Like some of them, like complaining about tips and shit. And it's like,
I only made
I wouldn't tip you
$2,000
either.
tonight.
Yeah, they complain about that, and then there'll be one open seat, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I would if that seat would have been filled.
Here's what I like.
I would have made $2,500 instead of $22,490.
Hey, I just want to let you know.
Brought
for the
a,
fifth
I
time
only was
have
able to
an
buy a
empty seat.
pre-owned 2020 Civic tonight.
Car guy, huh?
Vroom, vroom.
That's what you like. That's what you look at. Everyone's betting. I bet $1 that Philly would win, and they didn't.
Jinxed him.
Yeah, I don't know. I let
The Schwartz curse.
It was with Baldinger, and I was like,
Okay.
I haven't watched any game all season. He goes, me neither. I go, bet on a team $1. I'll take the other team, and he picked the Chiefs.
I just think about betting and then I don't, and I'm so glad I did because I was just like, oh, it's gonna be Philly by a field goal. That was the big thing, and it was just like we forget who Mahomes is sometimes. You know, I was like, oh no, Philly's gonna take it this year. His ankle's fucked.
Sure.
He got that tackle down. It's
Again,
gonna be
I didn't watch any games this whole season.
tight,
so I was
tight.
just like, I bet on this. I got money on Philadelphia all of a sudden.
I won a few bucks yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, I think I probably Ned lost.
Yeah, you're into it.
$10. I bet. I won a
Got to
bet.
bet on yourself, Bruce, instead.
I do
Yeah.
bet on myself. I all my bets were stupid, and I also like to bet a lot of first things, so I get it out of the way. I bet that the opening kickoff would be a touchback. $32 back to me on that one.
Off of what did you bet on it?
I think 15, maybe.
Okay,
It got
maybe.
32.
Wow.
But then I bet money that the first play would be a pass. I lost that one. And then I bet that the first touchdown would be scored by Travis Kelce, and he scored the second touchdown. Didn't win.
So
Okay.
are
But
you,
there was other
are
guys
you
in
up
there.
or down?
Huh? I mean, I think I lost like $10 total in that.
Okay.
But where?
It's worth
I
a
mean,
ride.
don't look at me like I'm crazy because
No, that's just how you spend your money now.
people.
I guess it's
the coin toss went, and they were like tails, and Torrio goes, "Fuck."
Like, how much did he bet?
I don't know.
He lost like $2,000 on that.
on the coin toss. People literally bet on the coin toss.
Drake putting $1 million on the coin toss.
Did he?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. People like to bet on the coin toss, and like there's a bunch of shit you could bet on. The big bet was on what song Rihanna was going to sing first, and like all that shit. But I couldn't find a specific one for that. But that a bunch of other people had.
I mean, Willie Simon's girlfriend Christina, I believe. We're sitting there, and I forget how much we know about Rihanna. I was like, we forget how humongous her catalog is. Like, no, she's gonna open with this or that, or maybe she closes with All of the Lights. Maybe she opens with. Imagine it'd be iconic if she opened with Ponde Replay. Like that would be.
She
insane.
played a medley of 12 songs in 13 minutes,
Cool.
and it was fucking banging.
Yeah.
Every song.
after
Yeah.
it was man. I'll defend that.
It was it was just a Rihanna club mix.
Yeah.
It was a Rihanna
Yeah,
club
and it
mix.
ripped.
They did like a
And sure it was demonic, and sure she's trying to break up the nuclear family.
I'm with it.
literally creating a nuclear family. That's so funny. She's like she has a husband and a kid.
I was
like,
last night.
she's the devil because she has a husband and a kid.
I went on Twitter. I went on Twitter last night, and I just searched.
Wearing red.
I searched demonic, and I also searched satanic, and there was so much stuff going on. It was so funny, dude. It rocked.
Our children. Can you believe?
Yeah, it's like she's pregnant with a child. It's like that's satanic. And they're like, there's nothing now. Anything that happens now, it's like that's funny. I mean, this is just a kind of a comment on society.
Oh man, George Carlin out.
Yeah,
you're
but
hulking
it's just
out.
so
You're George Carlining.
so funny how people will be like, it's like satanic, Illuminati, demonic.
Yeah.
She's floating. She's this. She's that. It's just funny.
Well, she
All right,
is like
guys, tune
falling
in
from the
next week.
heavens like a fallen angel.
Well, then she went up.
Yeah, but then she went back up, but she didn't stay. She didn't go all the way up.
Lucifer means light. You know how?
Bro, there was that one angle where she went upside down.
Yeah, and she wore red, and the devil's red.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It was
That's
upside
the
down.
big thing is that the devil is a guy with a red bottom and tail and the pitchfork and the.
What happens?
So that's why Rihanna being red is bad.
What happens when
well-
people find out that the devil's not actually red?
What do you call her?
I don't know.
It's
What if
orange?
What if it's like blue?
It's Donald Trump.
Ooh, he's like a Cheeto.
Yeah, he's like the Cheeto devil, basically.
Oh my
Chester
God.
Cheetah is
In
the
the-
reincarnate.
Gosh, we need to get the Cheetos out of the White House.
Yeah.
Like the worst
Yeah.
heckling.
The guy-
Keep them out of my schools.
the guy who has 3-year-old political takes.
Yeah.
Guy's been in a coma till right now.
Bernie could have.
He's dead. Like, man, this Anthony Weiner guy's really he really is a good public speaker.
Or you're just like, God, why did Anthony Weiner have to do that?
Oh, dude,
Dang.
Speaking of politics, dude, I was so bummed that I missed fucking Al Franken here the other night.
Oh, yeah.
What a star.
Man, I love Al Franken.
Everyone stuck around to watch him. It was cool. It was really cool
I
to
was
see.
working the other room.
I was working a lot,
You're
and
a man.
it was packed because all the paid regulars stayed to watch him. And
cool.
yeah, it was really cool to see.
I hope he comes back.
I would have legitimately, like, usually if someone drops in, I'm just quick, passing by, like, hey, how's it going? I think I really would have been like, hey, it's very nice to meet you. Like, he's like, I really would have like stopped to be like, wow, cool. Like, dude, he's great. Honestly, I was telling somebody this the other day. I think if he didn't ever get in trouble for that picture, I think he legit would be like running for president this next thing and have like a good chance of winning.
Yeah, you were saying that to me.
Yeah, I've said it to a bunch of people.
Yeah. I was working the room that night. He shows up early.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, he has this friend with him, and they're just sitting in the buckets. He
Another
like
showbiz president.
Yeah, he's sitting there just watching all the comedy. Just you can see the wheels turning in his head. Then he just goes up and like Emily was like, "Hey, go ask him when he wants to light." And I was like, "When do you want to light, Mr. Franken?"
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You said you called him Mr. Franken?
Yeah, I
See?
didn't know what else to
That's
say.
cool.
Nobody else is getting the Mr. treatment around.
Nah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, and he was like, they told me 15, so 15. I was like, you could do whatever you want. and he was like, I'll get
You're like-
myself off then.
You can do whatever you want.
Oh,
with
get himself
the set
off, huh?
list or with me.
yeah.
That's what got him in trouble. Yeah.
I know. What if Alex goes up, he goes into the office and prints out the picture of the guy in Michelle. He's like, Mr. Franken, would you please sign my picture? And it's the picture of him.
And he's like, hey, I got these in high res.
I mean, dude, he's just...
Or he puts his hand up and I put my chest in front
Yeah,
of
dude,
him.
yeah,
to
can
take
you
a
take a
selfie.
He's so funny, obviously. He was on Your Mom's House, and he was so fucking funny and very candid. And it's
71 years old, hasn't missed a beat.
but you also don't get to, especially senators and shit, you don't get to hear them speaking as candidly as about like a lot of different things. Because even on there, they were like, who's the biggest asshole in the Senate? And everybody knows. And like he's like, you don't have to say. And then he like sat there quiet for a second. He goes, Cruz.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, Ted Cruz. Everybody hates Ted Cruz. And just like starts talking shit about Ted Cruz for like 15 minutes.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, he's just,
That's what we do here.
Oh, of course.
Except we're talking about Dave Waite and shit.
yeah. The servers, yeah.
Yeah, so how the servers, how Morgan.
But it's,
should.
I don't know. As like, whenever I found out that he wasn't here, or that I wasn't here when he was here, I like really like got into like my, I guess, feelings of how much I respect Al Franken. And I was like, trying to like really piece that together. And I was like, I think that it's like almost kind of a Bernie Sanders thing where it's like he's a legit public servant. Like he's, you know what I'm saying? Like he's obviously
He's actually got
a
a
very
paper trail.
funny
the
comedian.
office work. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very funny comedian, but also somebody who like really actually gives a shit about stuff. And
He's
like,
West Wingy.
yeah, dude, he could have been president, dude.
He
He
could
could
have been.
be your president.
I might write him in. He should just run again. You could do anything now. Just say you were goofing in that
If
picture.
you start Franken for president and he doesn't, I mean, what's he gonna say? No.
Yeah, I know.
People, if other people start it for him instead,
That's when I saw that picture of him pretending to honk that woman's tits, I was like,
this is my guy.
he's just like me.
Just saying what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I want to take a picture
I'm
with this
thinking
guy
Hong Kong.
pretending to like honk honk.
I can't believe, yeah.
There was an
picture is-
issue with...
picture-
Honk if you like help.
Honk for Franken, dude.
Yeah.
Let's get that fucking guy that hangs
that's
out,
not
Brandon.
great.
He'll make some stickers. Honk for Franken.
I'm with it. because who else?
Marvin
who else
Lee
we got?
t-shirt.
Oh, Marvin's the best.
Who do we have
had it-
right
Did
now?
Marvin
I had
go
a
AWOL?
lot thing
Yeah.
happen.
Yes.
I don't want to say the name because I don't want to put no one on blast, but one of the
Well,
paid
there's a
regulars...
couple lot things that happen.
There's a lot of things have been happening.
It's
Damn.
been a lot. Honestly.
What's going on in the
I've had a pretty...
I leave
Clean
for one
record.
couple of weeks. and-
I've been working a lot for over a year now. I once accidentally took someone's keys home and then brought them back immediately.
yeah.
So I have a pretty good record there. One of the paid regulars thinks I scraped his car. And I didn't. And I was like, maybe we can review the footage. But then I guess the next day he was like asking Richie, like, I need to see the footage. Mm-hmm. And it's just
Somebody
like,
that we like.
You'll be okay.
yeah, he's cool. But
Richie
and
has a
that's,
guy that he gets work done
right.
with.
But it's
he
a-
might take it out of.
But now,
It-
now
it's
his friend
a-
has to come to the Super Bowl party next.
Yeah.
Yeah, it puts a weird thing when
Guess
you're
the
working a
bar.
lot because if I ever get in like a writing job or something with this person, then he might not want to hire me because he thinks I damaged his property.
It's coming out of the bad
Or
friends
he'll
money
hire you
for sure.
just so to keep you close and like make fun of you and kind of like needle you and have one up on you.
I do need
Hollywood's a
to.
great place.
I do need to address it to him. I think.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Yorcie's ever going to be in that position.
It was
Mike
love
Black
your
does
Siva.
hold a grudge and a dragon on his face. Jetski had a Jeffrey painting booth.
I did. None of you guys got your face.
What do you mean Jeffrey painting?
That's his nickname for me. Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey?
Yeah,
I had a painting of Jeffrey Epstein
Oh, I got
up
you.
at the Super Bowl party.
but
Oh yeah.
you were doing face painting.
Yeah, and none of you guys got face
I don't
painting.
want any.
I had plans after. I didn't want to.
I don't want any. Hormos got it and then washed it off.
I know.
He got it just so he can go up to Faji and be like, right? Because he got like a tribal painting on his
He
face.
asked
like a-
for it.
yeah,
He goes, "Can I get?" I
Yeah.
put the lines. He goes, "Can I get another line up here and like tribal?" And I go, "Are you sure?"
It was,
And he
it
goes,
was like anime tribal
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had like a picture of a Nat Geo like travel painting. He's
Yeah.
like this.
Guam just got the one line
Yeah.
across all.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah, but Mike Black got a dragon.
"Yeah." He asked for a dragon.
That's-
I was
That's
like,
a-
"I
Should
could
have done it
try."
on top of his head.
Yeah.
I thought it was a rose, and then I saw that there was little teeth and like eyes or whatever. It was like a dragon.
Mike Black rules, dude.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
He's great. And it's yes, the chips help.
That is part of what makes him so cool.
That's so funny.
Dude, but it's everybody. He's like the new Hans. Just
Sure.
in the sense of remember when Hans Gerber would roll in? Now he's in.
Always with
Now he's in
Hans
jail.
Gerber would just drop 20s. It was magical time.
like raining.
awesome.
on
he would
us.
go, "What are you? Are you working?" And then there would
Keep
be
up the good work.
I would do that.
Keep up the good
Yeah.
work.
At
Work
least
hard.
at least 5 different times I saw him pull in, and then I walked out to like the little spot right by the lot, and there was like somebody, another comic who isn't like here, like doesn't really know the deal, and I was like, "Hey," I was like, "You want to see something funny?" And they'd be like, "What?" I was like, "This guy's gonna park his car. He's gonna walk in here. I'm gonna say hello and how good it is to see him, and he's gonna give me $20." And they'd be like, "What?" And I'd be like, "Just watch." And then he would get out and I'd be like, "Hanti, baby, how's it going?" I was like, "Oh man, good to see you, dude. How's it going?" He'd be like, "Oh, good, it's good, man. It's always good to see you. Hey, here you go." And just give me $20, and they'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It's like we only let him in because that's the only reason he's cool.
Dude, when Joe Rogan came to do his shows here, and then like there was like security guards. I'm talking about like ex-Navy SEALs just walking
yeah.
along, and Hans pulls in his car, and I'm like, "Hey Hans, come right in." And then Joe manager was just like, "You sure you want to do this tonight?" I looked around, and I was like, "Ah, fucking Joe Rogan cost me $20." Yeah,
They
they're
all
like,
look
who is
like
this guy?
They all look like Joe Rogan, but like bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Like Joe Rogan, like
Joseph
with a bee sting.
Rogans.
Yeah, they all look like Joseph Rogan.
Joseph's Roganas. Yeah. That Super Bowl party was really fun. I just want to say, like, good job. And then
It worked. It went off. I'm just happy it went off very
It was
seamlessly
great.
because we were told while it was in the stages of being planning, something else went down here, and so we were told, "Hey,
oh,
I can't even remember what happened because I had so much fun.
no, not at the party."
No, I know.
Last
I
week
remember
with the-
something
we
happened,
have
but
less employees this
Yeah.
week.
And so something had gone down that was.
oh, I forgot all. I had so
because-
much fun yesterday. I
So
forgot about
then-
all that drama.
So then we were told, like, "Hey, this really needs to be seamless, and this really needs to go off like without a hitch at all because now it's like because it
No one
wasn't."
got too crazy
And
during the game.
I think it's because
Like,
there
no one
was so
got
much
too
food.
Drunk. No, yeah,
There was
whoa.
so much food that it was.
That
like-
was the vice everyone was into. Because
But people were drinking, but it was mostly beer. We only put out like
Oh,
the
yeah.
3 or 4 bottles of liquor
yeah,
in
and they
the
didn't
back.
even get drank.
Yeah.
That was wild.
So we were just-
That's the wildest part of this party is like
It was all beer.
having tequila.
There was so much.
yeah, well, Super Bowl party. It's like beer.
But that's why
Yeah.
I kept telling people bring beer and bring as much food as possible. Pretty much, bring as much food as possible. Bring beer. We'll set everything out. We'll be like fucking good.
To like weigh everybody down.
Literally, and I think it worked.
Alcohol.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And
Absolutely.
like I mean, I drank a bunch like pre-game and up until like halfway through the second quarter.
Well, yeah,
I was
you
just
were-
kind of
you were
chilling.
working and prepping.
I invited
Yeah.
my friend Lou Hinkle, and he said if the Eagles had won, it would have been the best day of his life.
Well, dude,
He was very.
Lou rocks. I was whenever you were
He's-
like,
yeah, he's-
because Jesse texted me was like, "Do you think it's fine if Daniel and Lou come?" And I was like, "How was that for us?" I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Actually, no." I was like, "Yeah, for sure." I was like, "It's
I didn't know Daniel was a Philly fan.
He loves the Eagles.
I thought he was just supporting Lou.
No, he
Yeah, I
has.
did too.
He
The
has
hat
an
looked new.
Eagles blanket.
Oh, that's so funny.
Like he has the merch. Yeah.
People
Lou,
from cold places have like that kind of,
I love
like
Lou
a
Hinkle.
Buffalo Bills blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lou Hinkle's a good time.
I love Lou
Yeah.
Hinkle. He's
Love Lou.
I really
I do too. He's
Yeah.
a great guy.
Louis
He's like,
Lou.
he's
Louis.
talked about him like how he's like Holtzman-y, where he's like
He is
Oh, yeah.
crazy off stage,
on
and
stage.
nice
And
off stage.
then he's one of the nicest guys. I truly, thoroughly enjoy hanging out with Lou Hinkle.
He's got a heart of gold.
He really, truly, really does.
He's one of those guys like I like him so much, and I think he's wild enough to like bring on the road. One time I was just trying to get him somebody was like, "Hey, I need a guy," and I was like, I can't do it. Let me see who I can refer." And I was like, for some reason, Lou was at the front of my brain. I couldn't get a hold of him. I could not get a hold
Jesse's
of
his manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got no social media presence,
Not at all.
nothing. Like
Nothing.
you gotta like send him a letter or something.
You can go through me,
Call.
Okay.
but I want 10%.
Absolutely.
Have you? I mean, I want to tell this other story, but before seeing Lou at, especially the Lou in his element is him at the Laurel Canyon Dog Park, because
Oh, shit.
the Laurel Canyon Dog Park, there's a legitimate like hierarchy
Oh,
of
yeah.
like this
He
like
got me in.
so yeah,
I
same
got
with me.
you in.
Yeah, same.
Wow.
This like social hierarchy
Wow.
with all these dog walker like dog trainer people, and they all hang out at this one spot where there's like a table and a bunch of chairs, and they're all pretty normal people, and over there seeing Lou hanging out with them, and like
That's funny.
they're arguing about social and political things. They're like everybody's friendly, but like Lou is just in the middle of it with his huge fat old pit bull, who I love, who's a nice, very nice dog, and he's just in the middle of all of it. But have you guys ever heard the story about when Eleanor tried to get Holtzman? I think it was an acting gig. I think it was like
That's funny.
it might have been like an MTV thing. It was something. She got something for him. This might have been a few years back. And he goes there. You know, they're doing check-in. Like this is all very normal stuff. But it's like doing the check-in, doing the thing. Like maybe he goes to wardrobe right there, and then they're gonna take a shuttle from the base camp to the set. And he goes over and he's like, "All right, so what do I do next after I do the wardrobe and everything?" And they go, "Oh, we're gonna get in the shuttle vans and we're gonna go over to the set." And he goes, "I'm not getting in that fucking van." And they're like, "What?" And he's like, "I don't know you people. I'm not getting in no van with you guys. What do you think I'm just gonna get in some van driven by some guy I don't know? Asshole." I don't think he did the asshole part, but he just like flipped out and was like, "I'm not getting in that shuttle. Fuck you guys," and left.
That's fucking great.
That I mean, it's farther than he could have got without.
God, he cracked me up so much. I don't know.
He's funny.
Can I say one of his jokes? Like,
Sure, whatever.
well, he was
I
talking
mean, there are
about
some words you might get in trouble for saying,
Yeah.
but
he was talking about Russian soldiers running a train on like Ukrainian prisoners. And he's like, but then he goes, "They're not woke." The way he said it got me.
that's what he keeps saying. He says, "I just got back from the Ukraine. I was entertaining Russian troops." And then everyone's like, "Whoa." And he goes, "It's a gig."
He goes, a gig is a gig.
It's a gig.
One night he's coming in, and then he pulled me aside. He was like, "Hey, can I do some Asian jokes?" And I was like, "Yeah, you're Brian Holtzman. I'd be mad if you didn't do any fucking Asian jokes."
right.
And then right when it,
Richie saying this.
and like I'm working the main room. I've ingratiated myself with the audience, and then like first thing he does when he gets on stage, he's like, "Get that fucking Asian door guy out of here!"
But I think he was probably dropped some.
That's the joke.
He probably dropped some hard CHs in there too.
Some GOs, yeah. No, like the room was like dead quiet, and you hear one lady go, "Oh my god!" And he walked every time he said the G word or the C word. 10 people literally get up and walk out. He's like, "Yeah," and they're like halfway through his set, he's like, "Is that the fucking Asian door guy in the back?" I'm sitting right next to Eleanor.
It's almost your job in that after he's said that to you, it's your job to sit there and like with your arms out and be like you can't believe he's saying that to you. Like he wants you to look like you're totally bought into what he's saying. Is like, I can't believe this guy's saying. That's what.
Oh, I'm sure there would be another time, and I'll walk out like, "The fuck, Brian."
I love
You're
him.
fighting as people are leaving.
Yeah.
Like in the hallway fighting.
Get out of here! Get
Him
out!
and Don are so fun. Like at the end of the night for everyone, but for the staff, like to be part of it.
Does
It's-
Holtzman play around like Don does?
He's
not really.
starting
It's too
to a little
dark.
bit with that.
Yeah.
He plays, and then he talks to Nelia. He's always like, "What's this server here? What's your name?" And she says Nelia, and he goes, "I call her Nelia." And then he
I guess that's interaction. I mean, it's a kind of setup that.
but then he talks about her being from Ukraine, and that's how he gets in the Ukraine.
Wow.
I think
He's-
he's, I think he's the best dressed paid regular, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
He
Him or
has-
Argus?
Dude.
Holtzman.
Holtzman comes crisp.
He's got
By a
style.
mile. And he
Holtzman comes
also
crisp.
big.
All his pleats are real right down the
But it's
middle.
also more shit that I would want to wear.
like
It's shit that Holtzman's wear
SoCal,
with like the
he's-
big buckle
the
with like
pomade.
the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
The
pearl
pomade
pearl
straight
snap
back.
shirt. That's two different designs on each side. He's very
Well, it's like usually a white shirt though, like a crisp white shirt and
Or
with
the
crazy
the
pants
big,
that are like red or
yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's
big
like a
duster-
jazz. He
the
looks like a
duster
jazz
jacket.
musician,
yeah,
or like a conductor of a jazz band
yeah.
in the 50s.
You know, bring out a stack of stickers and just thumb through them at the end of his set. He's like, and I got stickers. Let me know.
the
you
fact
guys
that he
come
was a
talk to me if you
dog,
want.
the fact that he was a dog catcher is the funniest thing. Like he is.
Is
he
he
is.
really? I thought that was a joke.
No, he was.
He was animal control. Yeah,
He's a-
like it was as long enough ago that you just called him dog.
He's a dog catcher.
Yeah.
And like whenever they did that Jeff Scott big Zoom thing, where it was kind of just like a big
Oh
Zoom
my
hang.
God, yeah.
There was a part in there. I don't remember if anybody remembers this, but he pulled out this picture that was a frame picture that was like, like a policeman's like headshot like that. I don't remember if there was a dog sitting next to him or not, but it was the look on his face in that picture is the most terrifying thing because it's like he's literally like that big Holtzman smile in this pic, and it maybe during the entire quarantine might have been the hardest I laughed at anything. I was fucking howling laughing. It was so fucking funny. That was that Whitney Zoom.
Oh my! I heard all about that, but I didn't.
I was feeling it.
Wasn't there? I didn't start working here
There were
until
some
after.
good ideas being thrown around.
So would you say?
I need a recap. You guys got to catch us up. You guys got to catch the newer
That's
guys.
long.
up.
That's ancient history. And
it's
Bruce has already told
boring.
stories that he's told on here before, and I loved every second of it.
What story?
The one about Hans.
Oh, the Hans one?
Yeah, the Hans.
I love
it's,
Hans,
It's a
dude.
classic.
Might have to get,
Thank you.
We should honestly, Hans is in jail. The polite thing to do would be for
Bail-
all of us to put
pitch
some
in
money on his
$20.
books. Not even to bail him out, but to get him put some money on his books. Get him some ramen and stuff.
Maybe some Nikes.
Hey, use that up next money, baby. It's just
I'd be
sitting there.
down. Put $100 in there.
Put it in there. Put it in his commissary.
He's
Sure.
he's
Hey.
giving us all thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
legitimately.
Illegitimately, I think, actually.
Yeah.
One time.
I don't care where care where it comes from, baby, as long as it's in my pocket.
Wow. We're admitting to like tax evasion.
That's not tax evasion. It's a gift from a friend.
Yeah,
He's
that's
handing
true.
us cash.
Yeah, no, it's true.
They're tips.
None of us are getting thousands.
We're-
All told, it's thousands.
Oh, altogether.
we
it's
might have
nothing.
gotten like $80.
Oh, it's all $20 at a time.
Yeah.
So, some nights,
It's not happening.
some nights he's really spun and he gives you 20 twice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
40 before.
He fucking peels
like
out.
grandma's kind of losing it. Sends you 2
Yeah,
birthday
there
cards.
you go.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, he was like gacked out of his mind one night. Rolls up in the lot, fans out 20s out the window, and I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." Hans." And I was like, "You can leave
Park
it
in
anywhere."
Mitzi's spot.
Yeah, fucking, you can park on my front lawn. I don't give a fuck. You can park in the main room.
Joe Rogan, get out of here.
Yeah,
Hans
yeah.
Gerber is
Hey, Rogan,
So you're
get
out.
out of here.
You're in.
Go back to Austin, Hans. Welcome.
Do we talk about the? I mean,
The one, no.
I don't
what?
think so. I don't think we can.
No,
The
ongoing.
The ongoing suit. I'm sure, no, or not.
no, it's too much.
It's too much. Just yeah,
Just know it's honestly,
it's the stupidest.
it's
fucking
stupid
thing
and
I've ever
it
heard.
gets boring pretty quickly, but it's
I thought. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
It is pretty cool.
Hey, we can solve it if you guys just all leave positive Yelp reviews about the Door Guys. All right,
Oh, yeah.
that counts for so much more.
Wow, yeah,
than
if
what
you-
we do.
If you go on Yelp and you write not about this podcast, you go, I went here and the Door Guys were great. 5 stars.
as long as you
Peter
don't call
Shore
me
will
a grown ass
let
man
us-
with blonde hair.
Yeah. Yeah, we read that on here.
Yeah. Did
What's
you read
that
on
about?
Yeah.
I've been doing that in my spiel in the main room. Be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey guys, if there's any issues tonight, if you need anything, let us know. We'll help you. No need to leave a nasty Yelp review calling me a grown ass man with blonde hair. What's that about? And it's probably 1 out of 5 times it gets a big laugh. The rest of the times people are like, what?
It's too long.
They're like in the middle of the
I've
yell.
lost track of this story already, and I'm part of it. Yeah.
He was doing it so much that he started like
That's funny.
stumbling on his words. He's like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm doing it so much. And I screamed out, don't worry, Bruce, you're still a legend. And he's like, thank you, Alex. And he kept going. Very funny.
So we can't talk about that. That's fine. We're at about
They
time.
can.
Oh, we had one more time. There was a thing where one of our wonderful listeners came up to the OR. I was working the booth, and he goes, hey, is there a discount if I listen to the podcast? Like, I know your last name is pronounced Young. And I was like, absolutely, you get a discount.
Right there. Boom. See?
Absolutely, you get a discount. And he was like, oh, really?
Come
And
see
then-
comedy. Come
and
see
then-
us on Mondays.
And then he left and never came back. What did I do wrong?
Wow. And then he's like, is
Your
he's
comedy.
like, is Argus here? And then he
Yeah.
sees Argus, and he's like, hey, Argus, you put in your avails yet? And he's like, what are you talking about, young man? Yeah.
And he goes, oh, are you the new avails guy? I put him in for Saturday.
Yeah. Dude, the guy follows him out to the street. The guy's running away. He's jogging.
And
out-
another thing.
jogging after him.
He goes up to Dino Ray. What'd you do this week with Burr?
He's running down Sunset. He's like, it was me and Gary Mule Deer. Like chasing somebody.
Do you like I liked when Marin named all those guys that I was like, those are real names. That was crazy
Oh,
on
and
the
the
podcast.
pod- yeah, yeah.
He was just like, I was like, I have no idea. That's so funny that these are just Gary Mule Deer.
Gary Mule. Dude, I will say, if we're going to do one last thing before we get
Yeah.
on, I watched Gary Mule Deer just because I hear the name all the time. I didn't really know who he was. I watched his evening at the Improv. And
You looked it up?
I did on
Yeah,
YouTube.
cool.
And he starts out with a joke that I truly think might be the best, least fatty joke I've ever heard in my entire life. He walks up to the microphone. He sets a bunch of stuff down. He's like, I'll be right there. And like sets some stuff down and walks over and just grabs his mic and goes, Jewish kid goes up to his dad, says, Dad, I need $50. And Dad goes, $40? I don't have $30. What do you need $20 for? It's just like,
That's so funny. That's when I tell around. That's an
Oh,
old
is it?
street joke. Yeah. He does it right on there. That's so funny.
But it's funny like when you hear about like same thing somebody was saying about Tom Dreesen the other day, where you like hear somebody do something and you're
yeah.
like, oh, that's a street joke. You're like, oh no, he's so old that he wrote
did
the
that.
street joke.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a 50-50. Yeah, he's so old that he was the first guy to steal that
Yeah,
joke.
or yeah, either one of those two things.
He like laid down the asphalt on that street.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's a really classic funny. That's good. That's
Tom
how
Dreesen.
how long was it? 30?
What?
The evening at the Improv?
Oh, I think like maybe like 12-ish.
Okay.
They were like kind of like showcasey type
Sure.
sets. But yeah, dude, shout out him. Shout out fucking Tom Dreesen, still kicking.
Yeah.
Dom Irera.
Shout out Down My Rera.
Yeah.
Damn, Irera, man.
I almost went up on the main room because no one was there after him, and Danny wasn't sure if he was gonna walk off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Like-
was, that
Yeah.
was-
If you
that
tell
was-
people to like keep the microphone kind of loose
Yeah.
because you can't really
But
twist
we
it.
That happened at one point.
I
It was
talked
like
to-
that.
I talked to Emily about it too, because that night really, because it's like
But he still killed it. We were
Yeah.
talking too. Like he's like mentally so strong, but his body is just not working the same.
just like, and I talked to Chris Spencer about it, and I don't know how much I want to dive into it on here, but
Yeah.
I like hung backstage for a while because I was like, when he gets off, I want to, even if he thinks that I'm the next guy who's coming on and I'm just shaking his hand, I'm just gonna put my hand out to shake his hand, but really I'm
Help.
like pulling him up, like in case whatever. And then I was kind of just sticking around backstage, and he was like getting up to leave, and I was like, all right, are you out of here, Dom? He's like, yeah. I was like, you
Need a
good?
hand.
And he
Yeah.
was like, no, I got it. And I was like, all right. Then he left, and I was talking to Chris, and I was like, man, it just fucking. I've had enough experience around like my grandparents and shit that like when you know somebody does need it, just even they're fine, but they just need a little
Yeah.
push there, and it's
hand.
like,
They
and they
just need a
don't.
hand.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's good.
But it really bummed me out that night. I was not
And shout out Dom Herrera. And
so funny.
Legend. Yeah.
True.
Legend.
and well, let's knock out because we're really jinxing it right now. He's gonna die in fucking bar because you're talking about
Well,
this.
I mean,
God.
Better to talk about it than not talk about it.
Because like there are some paid regulars
And
where
pay
you're
some
like,
respect.
if they miss their spot, they miss their spot. But he's one of those guys like, hey, where is he? Where is he?
Yeah.
if this is the last thing we do,
That was too far.
Was it?
there's an old set of him. It's from the. I think it's from the old set of his from the 80s.
Yeah.
I think it's from like a JFL thing in like the late 80s. He has like a white suit on, you know. and he's doing this character that's like a hacky Catskills comic, and he's like, I think the character's name is Slappy Kincaid, but he has a cigar and he's doing these jokes, and he's like, ooh, ooh, doing the thing, and he's like, I'm in my. This is how old the joke is that he says dictaphone like the Office.
Yeah. Oh my god!
He goes, like the Office, like I forget what even a dictaphone is, and he goes, this guy comes in my office, says, hey pal, can I use your dictaphone? And I said, hey, you can use your finger like everyone else. So funny.
That's great. That's a great joke.
So funny. Damn, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for being on the pod, everybody. This was a good, I mean, it was a solid week, good stuff to talk about and some stuff not to talk about.
Hey, I love all you paid regulars. I love you all
Subscribe
the
to the
same.
Patreon if you want to hear about the real drama.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
send me Venmo me money and I will and ask a question. I will answer it.
The Patreon is the silver
honestly,
bucket
Just
that
know
you
we
see
got
in the
some
windows.
Nitro Circus
Yeah, the
type
Patreon.
shit going on over here.
Yeah, we should put a Patreon sticker on the tip bucket. Alex, where can people
That
find
is
you?
Patreon, yeah.
I'm in the OR tonight, but also on all social media at Dapper Young, DAPPERDUONG.
Yep.
Hey, baby.
Bruce, you have a bunch of podcasts because you like talking and it's good.
I do.
You're good at it.
you
Hey, this weekend, Full Circle Brewing in Fresno, March 1st and 2nd, Tempe Improv, March 3rd and 4th.
Fresno.
Don't tell Phoenix, baby.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Hey, if you are a listener there, bug Bruce after the show and say, hey, I heard you on the Doorcast. And he'll be like, what the fuck? No,
Yeah,
no,
dude. Tempe Improv, 1st and 2nd, come through.
Jeffrey Jetski.
Jessie Johnson.
Up next with Luke.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
This Wednesday, come on out.
Please come out. We're doing
We're
15.
all on that lineup.
Not I.
Not brew.
you're
Thought I
on
saw your
the-
name.
Huh? Great.
Thought you.
We're all doing.
You're
I
the
see
last
my name.
one.
I stop reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Dude,
Jetski Johnson.
Guam's kicking it off, dude.
Hell yeah, he's kicking
Yeah.
it
Such a
off.
funny decision.
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I am sorry. Bruce said the new R slur a bunch, but that's
What's the new
that's
one?
how it's.
What's the new one?
It's the same old one you're not supposed to say. Sorry about everything, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but we'll see you next time at the door.
I could say it because I have one.